let's go straight into the race. I mean, not the race, but the track information and all that stuff. Because I usually do this track information and like it looks cool and it looks clean and all that stuff. So you know, I'm a professional visualization man, or however you call that. Doesn't really matter. But it is going to be a full qualifying, so we don't have a lot to talk about, but like we've got more to talk about than we usually do, if that makes sense. But yeah, we have some time because it's a full qualifying too, and I mean, there's gonna be 3 people dropping out of Q1, but qualifying 1 takes 18 minutes, so I mean, we've got plenty of time. Talking about previous race, here we saw that Mr. Eos, or M. Rios, or however you would pronounce that. I know he's Spanish, so welcome Jake. Hope you're having an amazing evening. So yeah, Rios, together we are strong. Evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So last week we saw Rios won that. Oh yeah, I know. I saw you in the. I actually like. Pronounce only Rios. All right. Stream kind of laggy. Is it laggy? Don't think it is laggy. How is it laggy? Because like there's nothing moving on the stream right now, so it couldn't possibly be laggy. I think it's your Wi-Fi. Het is uw wifi, jongen. Zeveraar. Alright, so I don't know if I can say that name, because if it's gonna be something bad, which I don't usually like understand, like I'm just gonna say Connor. Shout out to Connor. There we go. But yeah, I mean, we are going off the pad here. So last week, it was round 1. We saw a race around Zandvoort. And I mean, Zandvoort, clean track. We saw someone pulling off a soft medium strategy, so it was pretty interesting. Then we had Rios in P1 and Brewdog in P2, and then Chartman, but Chartman didn't get those points, so I mean his position actually didn't count, but we put him in there anyway as a little bit of a shout out, however you want to call it. He didn't get the points, but he gets the shout out. There we go. Track info. We are looking at track info on the Jeddah Corniche circuit. As the country it has been held in is gonna be Saudi Arabia, with a population of 36 million people. First Grand Prix ever held was in 2021, so not too long ago. We saw 3 winners. We saw Hamilton in 2020. Was it? No, it was Perez in 21. Oh, that was Hamilton. 2021 was Hamilton. Then we had Perez in 2022. And last year, this year? Wait, who won this year? Who won last year? Was it last year Verstappen, or was it this year Verstappen? I have no idea. Well, I can't quite remember, but it was one of the two. Well, obviously, because there's only 2 options. Qualifying record is going to be a 127.5, and then we've got a lap record of a 130.7. So Verstappen is 22. All right, there we go. So Verstappen is last year, and Perez is this year. I think Verstappen had a little bit of an incident this year, didn't he? Like his car was broken down or whatever. No idea. But yeah, I mean, let's not get into detail there. Track layout wise, we are looking at a full qualifying with a 50% race. It's going to be 25 laps, so I mean, it's quite a long track, 6.1 kilometers. It's one of the longest tracks, if you ask me. And Thomas just got a 5 place grid penalty. No idea. Welcome, Thomas. Why is that? Why is that? Tell me in the chat. Tell me why you won't be playing. Is your PlayStation broke or something? Alright, so overtaking opportunities, turn 1, turn 13, turn 27, and sector 1 straight. Well, sector 1 straight it's a questionable one, because if you can make that move before that going into sector 1, it's actually considered sector 3 straight, so it's how you look at it. But like the sector goes, like, switches over in the middle of the straight, so if you've got a good exit coming out of turn 27, that's it, and you're gonna be able to. Someone just hit my mate's car. Not cool, guys. Well, yeah, that is a little bit difficult. Someone got a 5 place grid penalty. It is more that the TV I was using. Oh, Josh, welcome to the chat. The TV you were using is, yeah, I mean, maybe you need to find a new TV then. I don't know if it's difficult to find in South Africa. I mean, that was totally not meant racist or something. Like, I'm pretty sure you can find a television in South Africa, but like, I was more like, well, these days it's you know, hard times for everyone. But yeah, I mean, circuit length 6.1 kilometers, race distance 154 kilometers. As I said already, it's going to be on Jeddah Corniche circuit. Strategy wise, oh no, oh no, oh Thomas, you aggressive little South African. You've got to keep your controls for what they are. Strategy wise, we are looking at a medium hard or hard medium strategy. I'm Belgian, Thomas. So medium hard, hard medium hard soft could also work if you've got a late safety car, which usually is the case in Saudi Arabia. So that's what's up. And then a hard soft, you know, you've got to stretch those hards very long. So that's what's up there. Tire degradation rate quite high, tire overheating probability also quite high. As I said already, it's going to be season 7 round 2. Prediction wise, who was very strong last week? It was Rios, right? He was so fucking fast. I'm going with Rios again in P1. Just he's been flying out there last week. Who else is fast? I'm not too sure. I mean, Chartman is racing. He's pretty fast, but he's a Division 1 driver, so I don't know if I should count him in the standings. AJ the Diver is also a Div 1 driver. I'm going with Maxi P2. Maxi was in P1 I think last week, or like P2 in the qualifying. So Maxi P2, and I'm going with the real March for P3. Biggest winner of the evening is gonna be Monty. The biggest loser is gonna be Brewdog. He was pretty fast last week, but I think Saudi Arabia, I don't feel it with Brewdog. He's not gonna be nowhere near the top, so he might be spinning out there. We don't know. But let's go straight into the qualifying, as I'm going to be switching over real quick. This is going to be the sponsor of today, so as you can see on the bottom of your screen, it's going to be Divine Eye. He's got a tattoo shop in, I think it is Birmingham, so if you guys want to take a little bit of a tattoo, like from your favorite driver or from your favorite streamer, which is going to be VB Thomas, well, I can surely suggest you to Divine Eye Tattoo. He also has a Instagram and a Facebook and all that stuff that actually a shop has. Well, make sure to check them out. Also make sure if the stream is lagging, because I mean, I'm running on shitty Wi-Fi right now because there's one problem with my Wi-Fi, and that is that I'm not using a Wi-Fi booster because it broke down and I only have it on Wednesday. So it could possibly be that I've got it on Wednesday, so for the Div 1 race, but currently I'm having a little bit of a struggle with the frame rates, so my apologies for that. But yeah, I'm trying my best out here. It is usually the PlayStation's fault because it doesn't have the Wi-Fi booster. Well, my computer doesn't need the Wi-Fi booster, but it doesn't really matter. So track information wise, well, where is actually everyone? You sound so Dutch. I am not Dutch, no. Yeah, we will see what the stewards think. There we go. Just leave it up to the stewards. The stewards are the guys who decide everything, penalty-wise. Quite obvious. Quite obvious. Bro, I'm not Dutch. Fuck you, Niall. Come on. Dutchkie. Hey. No, I know, buddy. Ooh, who is on the lap? AJ the Diver. Alright. I'm not too sure if AJ is going to be putting a good lap on here, because I mean, he's not always one of the consistent guys in qualifying in the Division 1. I'm going to have a quick look with the, what's it called? The standings, of course. As you can see them on the left side of your screen. I'm going to go through them real quick. I mean, it is probably well, what we saw last week, if you guys were there. We saw Rios in P1, then Brewdog in P2, and Waza in P3. Maxi in P4, and the real Marks in P5. So actually everyone who finishes gets points. So even if you crash out in P20, just keep on driving, you probably get a lot of points on the board. Because like P10 got 11 points, which is not too bad if you take in consideration that how many people didn't like finish the race. It was like 7, maybe 6. So I mean, you got a lot of points on them then. Because at some point during the race, there's going to be a lot of people crashing out. That's what's up. So how is everyone doing this fine Monday evening? Mine is going pretty alright myself. Had a little fight with someone. Doesn't really matter. I mean, not fight, fist fight, but like verbal fight. Like talking. Chit-chat. Chatting through the phone, and like I don't really like it, but sometimes I need to I mean, you know, you've got that feeling of being on the phone, like screaming at your phone, like I can't keep up with my emotions, so sometimes it has to come out of my body, and then like people complain that I'm screaming too much. Well, kind of makes sense. AJ the Diver, ooh, his last lap was a 147.6, so as I said, he is not too consistent in the qualifying, but he might be up for a good lap here down the main straight. I mean, he only needs to do one lap. Maxi puts himself in P1 with a 130.4, and I do think AJ the Diver is improving. He's not going too fast though. He's not going too fast. Ooh. I think he's just trying to qualify in P18. Because he's going to be dropping out anyway. I mean, he has to drop out, I think, because he's a Division 1 driver. I'm not too sure what the rules are on that. Probably is, though. Thomas, I think, F1... Oh, wait, we're with 4 Thomases, because the Venom Nip is also Thomas. Well, called Thomas. So, we're with 4 Thomases. Well, it's probably a very common name in the world, if you think about it. And like every single country uses the name Thomas, doesn't it? No, outlap means that they just came out of the pits and that they're not on a fast lap yet. So basically, for example, if someone is going to be starting a fast lap, so that means they're coming through the finish line, well, the start-finish line, as fast as possible. They just came out of their outlap, because you can't really put the best qualifying lap in your outlap, because you come out of the pits and you lose like 10 or 20 seconds coming out of the pits there. So that's why it's called an outlap, because you come out of the pits, and when you've done your fast lap, so you came across the finish line to start your lap, and so then coming across the line again because you finished your lap, that next lap is going to be your in lap. So I mean, outlap, in lap is the lap where you're coming into the pits. I mean, I wouldn't say it's quite obvious, because the guys who probably have never heard about racing don't know anything about it, which is quite alright. I mean, if I watch no worries. Like if I watch a football game, I do know the football rules, but like, imagine me not knowing the football rules, right? And someone was watching with me, like, no, I was watching with someone, and someone says, oh yeah, offside, you know. Yeah, it's quite normal for me to ask, what is offside? That is, well, the difference between football and Formula 1. Explain offside. Who do you think is the greatest driver of the V10 era? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I even watched Formula 1 in the V10 era. Hold up. We're gonna be having a quick look when that was. Alright, so it was... when was it? Was it early 90s? Because I wasn't born then. Actually need to like keep up with all this Formula 1 stuff, because I'm a commentator and I don't know anything about it. Alright, so 1989 till 1994. Is that the V10 era? I do think so. Because V8 was... well, no idea actually. Jake, please explain to me. I would be happy to give you an answer. No, that's V12. Oh, well, Wikipedia is wrong then. When is V10? I'm just gonna say a safe answer, and I don't even know if it's true. I'm gonna say Alonso. He's been there for so long, so he must have been in there. How many seasons has he been driving? Like 19 or 21? I don't know. By the way, Niall, I can explain offside, alright? So, I even know the keeper rule. So, like, when the goalkeeper is... When there is a defender behind the goalkeeper, your goalkeeper is considered last man. Hey, whoa, hey, there we go. So actually the last defender that's there, the guy from the offense can't be closer to the goal than the last defender, because otherwise it's called offside when you give the pass, of course. Hey, bro, I know everything about every sport. Well, I didn't know actually about baseball until September when I got into baseball. And now I'm an Angels fan, for whoever cares, probably no one, but... And I'm talking shit again, guys. Boo. No, Niall, fuck you with the Astros. I mean, they did get past the Angels, so... pretty depressing. We are third now, and we're probably getting overtaken by the Seattle Mariners, too. Oh, I hate those guys. Fucking with a passion. What did you have for dinner? Ooh, good question. Let me think. Oh no, I don't like to tell you about it. It was fucking horrible. Like, I don't eat a lot of vegetables, so my mom tells me like, yeah, you need to eat vegetables once a week. So I tried to do that, and I do it by mixing up potatoes with like broccoli. If that's called broccoli in English, right? So you mash up potatoes with like broccoli. That's called green potatoes in Belgium. And then with a hamburger next to it. Nah, it was alright. It wasn't great. I don't like that dish at all. Like, it's something Belgian. It's a little bit like stompots, but stompots, whatever you want to call it. But like, I mean, I'm more of a French guy, French fries guy. Not actually French fries, because fries is from Belgium, but like, fries in general. Oh my days. What did you have, Jake? By the way, I'm gonna be having a look at my channel, because I think the stream is lagging a little bit, and I don't want it to lag, because that's gonna be a little bit depressing, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be lagging too. Ooh, it is lagging a little bit. I don't know how to change that, actually. Oh shit! By the way, I'm just totally forgetting the qualifying. So the only guy who's still on a fast lap who can try and compete with the top 15 is gonna be Talk. And we're seeing Rios in P14. That is quite dangerous there. I like mashed potatoes. Oh, I assume you're either British or like have no idea how everything tastes. It's like, fries are so good. They're fucking delicious. For the guys who don't know me yet, I've got a pretty big addiction to fries, so. And Talk puts himself in P11. So that is going to be Escalea dropping out of Q2. Well, Q1 actually. And he will not be making Q2. That's very, very unfortunate for the McLaren driver. Is his teammate, well, I'm going to call him Talk, but he's called Thomas. Michael Schumacher and Verstappen. Oh, guys, the stream is lagging. The stream is lagging, right? Hey, you guys, let me know real quick, because, I mean, it's very important. Control a driver, by the way. There we go, Thomas. Control a driver. Alright, coming back to the question, Michael Schumacher or Verstappen. AJ, the stream alright? Alright, that's perfect. It must be my telephone's Wi-Fi then. I'm gonna be answering that question in a second, but looking at the standings here. Good one, beer. Beard. I was calling you Beard. Tusky. So Chardman dropped out. Well, he is a Div 1 driver. So is AJ. So those guys weren't going to be qualifying. So they were going to try and get from the back to. Oh, a physical fight. A physical fight. Oh my days. Oh no. All right. How do you pronounce that? Shankly. Shankly in P17. He didn't make it, unfortunately. And then we've got Aska, another Dutch driver. Actually, a lot of Dutch drivers today. As we have Talk, we've got Monty, we've got Waza, and then we had who was it? Ah shit, I forgot about it. Eska, there we go. Alright, so physical fight, it would be oh my days. What a question. Where do you get these questions? Oh, physical fight, Michael Schumacher or Verstappen. Whoever is bigger. Whoever is bigger, I'm just going for whoever is bigger. You know, I think, like, I'm gonna say something very bad right now. It is a joke. Yes, that was what I was going to say, Tusky. I was gonna make a joke out of it, but you make it sound very, well, very logical and like not in an offensive way. I was just gonna say Michael Schumacher is paralyzed, so of course he won't be able to do much. Well, of course, I mean, you know, Michael Schumacher might not be able to do something, but he would be able to, like, you guys saw, what's it called? The Mandalorian? Well, probably a lot of you have, because it's like a big show. And so the Mandalorian, they've got this little green guy called Grogu. He was in a machine in the last couple of episodes. Like, imagine Schumacher being in a machine just grabbing Verstappen to his neck and like, oh, du bist ein Schweinhund. Fuck, my German is not great. Hold up.
Better than mine, I don't know any German.
Oh my days, the Annihilator, Din Grogu. You saw it too until the last fucking episode. Fucking great. I was like there. It was like morning, right? I was standing up. I was waking up. I needed to go to school. And then, like, oh my days, me too. And I was like, it was morning, right? And like, I noticed it was Wednesday. Like, Wednesday is always the Mandalorian day. So I woke up. I was like, I need to watch the Mandalorian before going to school. I watched it that fucking morning. I was crying going to school. I was like, oh my days, he became Din Grogu. Oh, I was so sad, but also so good. But I don't know if there's gonna be a season 4, which is quite disappointing if you think about it. Oh, best series I've ever seen, I swear to God. Oh, great. I also like that thing with, what's it called again? Boba Fett? I like the Boba Fett, but it's looking a little bit Kellerin back. If that's something, oh my days, if that's something like, you know, Joe Mama or something like that. Oh my days, come on. How are you? How old are you, Jake? Well, oh, you're from 1994, so that's probably, wait, let me do the calculations, like 29? Wait, yeah, it is 29, right? Yeah, I think so. 29 or 28. Yeah. That is. How old are you again, Niall? Weren't you like 40? Yeah, right? Maxi is on the lap right now. Let's focus a little bit on the race because, I mean, we're talking shit for for how many minutes already? 30 minutes, so. Your favorite year is 1994? That is such an interesting fact. Wait, okay. My favorite year is 2016. Oh my days, I love that year. The rise of TikTok, which I don't use anymore, don't worry. Like, you had all these dances and best year of racing. That makes sense. Bro, Niall, you are... Oh, come on, buddy. You really make me think you're 40 or maybe 50. Come on. How do you know this stuff? Or like you're a big Star Wars freak. That's what's up. Waza. Ooh, a 130.2. Not too bad. Brewdog. He's usually a fast guy, so. Multiply that by 2, and then we're all good. That's your mental age. Big Star Wars fan. Alright. What is the best movie, you think? Brewdog, I mean the 131.0, I think you can do better, because last week it was a little bit better in the qualifying. Right now, only 131.0. He is in front of Maxi by 4/10, which is not too bad, because we know that Maxi has that qualifying pace. But I wonder what Rios is going to do, because Rios, I mean, last week, he came in P1 or P2 in the qualifying. Sorry guys. So he was in P1 or P2 last week. Currently in Q1 he was P15, so I'm not too sure what he's on about right now as he lets the Aston Martin driver goes through. Maybe it isn't his track. Guys, bro, I only know them by like Star Wars 1, Star Wars 2. And I don't actually know them all by my head. I'm gonna have a quick look into this, yeah. Mine is the one where... I actually don't know which my favorite is. Alright, let me have a quick look. Star Wars movies. Oh, I like the first one though. I like the second one too, where he became... Oh yeah, Revenge of the Sith is a fucking good one. Revenge of the Sith is the best one, where he became like... Where he became Darth Vader, of course. Yeah, that was one of the best ones. Alright, Rios, apparently he wasn't a fast lap, so... not lap, so that's where my confusion came into play. Vader, yes sir. I'm actually able to do that pretty well, like the Darth Vader voice. I am your father. Oh, I can't do the breathing because my microphone doesn't take it for some reason. Looking at Rios right now. If you're looking at this, is there lag this way? Like looking at this POV thing? Niall, you're always honest with me. Please let me know. September, 12 December 2021. What happened there? Oh, touches a little bit of the wall. I'm talking about Rios here. Not about Niall, of course. No lag that I can see. That is fucking crazy, because my screen is lagging all over the place. Magic. Magic. Oh, right. Oh, my days, yeah. I should have known that. I should have known that. Actually, mine too. I was on the girls' place, right, and we were watching F1, and I was almost crying that Lewis Hamilton won again. And like I saw that safety car, I was like, oh my days, Rios puts himself in P3 right now with a 130.5. And I think a lot of people had mixed emotions about that race, because like some people were like at the beginning, oh yeah, we're gonna win this, talking about the Mercedes fans. And then the Red Bulls fans were like, we're gonna be losing. No championship for whatever his name is, Verstappen. Right, totally forgot about him. And then halfway through the race, it wasn't even halfway, it was like the end, the last 5 laps or something. Emotions switched. The Mercedes guys were like, harsh feelings. Harsh feelings. And then the Red Bull fans were like, oh, Max, super, Max, super, Max. Right now we've got Super Marx. Well, it's Super Marx, not Max, but Super Marx is gonna start his lap here. The Aston Martin driver did a pretty amazing job in the qualifying last week, but struggled a little bit. Oh, AlphaTauri driver. AlphaTauri driver, Monty Dutski. Dutski, did you see that? That is. Oh no, this is fatal. Oh, this was gonna be. Oh no, this reminded me of that crash of whatever his name was, Grosjean. For some reason, like I don't know why, but he crashed pretty badly there. Verstappen is a cyborg alien sent from Alderaan. Yeah, Alderaan. All my days. Alderaan. We don't. Don't worry, Jake. Alright, makes sense. Let's key. Monty, well, Monty is your guy, right? Isn't he your guy? He is your guy. Yeah. So Monty came out of the pits, just totally ruined the real Marx's lap. So that is gonna be most definitely a penalty. But I mean, whoa, what does he do? Monty, what is this? Oh, his wheel might have crashed out or something. What, Monty, what was that? Like, you're chilling around, just doing some funny stuff. He just lost his whole front wing. Monty, you just got called terrible. Ah, that was fucking funny. By your own, well, by Dutski, of course. Monty, that was terrible. I don't know what Monty did there, but Monty was having a little bit of fun with the wall. But, I mean, he just did a Lewis Hamilton in Azerbaijan turn 1 there. He just totally lost his braking point. Just didn't brake at all. Just turned into the wall there. I'm not too sure what was up, but he can be happy that he's not going to be DNFing, of course. Oh, Robin. Alright, we have some Robin fans in the chat, right? We have Thomas who... Yeah, it looked like this wheel disconnected. Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, it was still pretty funny. Oh, that was fucking funny. Here we go, Josh. Super Robin in the chat. Marcus, welcome. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. I prefer Batman. Where does this come from, Niall? We're talking about, I don't know, Star Wars and all that stuff. You were talking about Batman. Super Robin. Oh my days, I'm so stupid. I just got it. I'm not from the time zone where they're talking about Robin. I'm more of the time zone where they're talking about Batman himself. I don't even think I was born when Robin came out. No idea, actually. Robin now puts himself in P7 though, so it is gonna be Super Robin as he puts himself in Q3 provisionally. Although, I mean, still a lot of fast guys here at the back. Divine, who's on a pretty fast lap. We know he's got that pace in this Mercedes car. Tried to do a zoo on you. No idea what you're referring to, but could be Talk. He is also on a fast lap, but we're going to be focusing on Divine as he comes into the pits. Ooh, might have been a big mistake from the Mercedes driver, as he still needs to put another good lap in on the board to be able to qualify in the top 10. I'm not too sure if he's got enough time to come to the pits, put some new tires on, and try to go for another lap. But currently looking at Talk, he doesn't have the fastest first sector, so that won't possibly be a good lap from the McLaren driver. But I mean, still, ooh, touches the wall a little bit there. That might have been a little bit of front wing damage. It doesn't seem like there's any visual damage. Visible, visual, however you want to call it. Alright guys, I'm gonna be asking a question. You can't answer with your own country, alright? What do you think is the best country to live in? And you can't answer with your own country, so Niall, you're not gonna be saying England, alright? I know you were going to, but you're not going to, because Canada? Finland. Canada. Canada. Ooh, interesting. It is a little bit cold in Canada, isn't it? Guys. No, come on. Oh my days, I almost... Oh my days. Oh my days. That was not good for my throat. Oh, Ronda, you can't say such stuff. What? I was drinking, right? Oh my days. I was sticking my own water. Definitely not turkey. Well, AJ, you couldn't say your own country anyway, so give me another one. But, I mean, coming back to the Finland of being the happiest country in Europe, 6 years running, search the highest suicidal rates in Europe. Sweden, beautiful woman. Oh my days. Well, you've got them anywhere. I personally like Albanian women, so, I mean, if I would have to choose a country based on women, I would go to Albania, bro. Black hair, all that stuff. I can tell that Tusky likes blonde girls. Philippines. Is actually Philippines a good one? I don't know. Like, I'm an international entrepreneurship student, so like, I'm interested in learning all these things. Japan is not gonna be a good one. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know that country. It's kind of like it's a country like Guam or something. Like nobody knows of it. And Philippines. That's a good one. It's a beautiful country, though. Well, I'm talking crap again. Like we need to focus on this race. Talk isn't going to be able to put a good lap in, although he's on a fast one. He's not going to be able to. Oh my days! This was so close. Only 4/10. I mean, still 4/10. It's a planet. Thomas, you're not able to give your own country. The Netherlands isn't even the best, because, like, it's the same as Belgium, bro. It's, like, I don't know, all these democracies that don't work out. Fuck that. Talk, I mean, 4/10 separated from the Ferrari driver, so... Thomas, you're not from Belgium, right? You're not from Belgium. I saw on your Twitch channel that you say I'm a Dutch driver. Well, I'm a Dutch, whatever it's called. I'm a Dutch person streaming some. Yeah, I know you are joking. I already stalked you. Like, I saw your Discord. I was like, oh, this guy is a streamer. I want to check out his channel. Now you're Germany. Germany. Ooh, that's a safe answer. Yeah, Germany is a decent answer, in my opinion. It's not really growing that much anymore, but it's alright. Has a great army to protect the country whenever it would turn out in a cold war or something. Alright, so 5 drivers have dropped out. Marks, who has crashed out. So did Aaron. Alright, that was not meant in the racist way. Like, I wanted to know how it sounds like in Spanish, actually. Because, I mean, some people in Spanish, don't they put the S as a ch? Right, Riosh, something like that, or is that Turkish? That is probably Turkish. All right, so the real Marcus Divine, Eggman, and Talk didn't make it until the end. Eggman, is he going to be going for a soft medium strategy again? Ooh, that is a crazy good one. I would say he is going to. Was I in P1? He is clear by 1.5 tenths. Then more, pretty close to. Who was in P2 again? Brewdog? I think it was Brewdog. He was pretty close. So actually the guys who I put in my top 3 in the race aren't actually qualified in the top 3 in the qualifying. Pretty disappointing if you think about it, but I mean, all good. Gonna have a quick look in the Twitch chat real quick. Well, in the Twitch, whatever it's called, the Twitch channel. It's like, 17 watchers is not too bad, I appreciate everyone who is watching right now. If you haven't followed the channel yet, make sure you do, as I post daily videos. And, well, 2 times in a week I post Phoenix Racing League videos. So, I mean, if you are a Phoenix Racing League lover, make sure to join. Does anyone have a good recommendation for gaming headphones? I had a good one. I had a pretty good one, but it broke. And right now I've got a Trust one. I'm not really too happy about it. You know, it has the microphone, it has all that stuff. But like, it doesn't fit on my ears, so it's like on my ears, which is not really a nice feeling. And then also you have to put the microphone on and off every time you're plugging it on. So that is a pretty annoying thing because it's switched off immediately for some reason. And then also the battery, you cannot see how much battery you still have because like it's a Bluetooth one. What else is there? Oh yeah, so whenever your battery is low, it gives you 5 minutes to put it in a plugger. Go with cable. Yeah, cable is well, I don't really like cable because whenever I'm racing, you know, well, I'm not racing in like fucking ages anymore, but whenever I would be racing, you know, it's handy. It's handy. It's handy. Very handy. Bluetooth, you don't have to struggle with the cable and all that stuff. And also, no, actually I didn't. Because I need a plugin for that. Handy. Yes, sir. But, you know, it is a little bit difficult. How do you preserve ERS on your outliers? Outlapse, you mean? Preserve, save ERS? I don't know, actually, I'm outlap. I don't know if they actually do it. I think it's just putting it on standard. Can you actually put it off though? Oh yeah, you can. Just go press square. Well, I know it's on PlayStation Square. So press square, then go to ERS or something, and then just put it off. I think that's it. Maxi is in a fast lap already. He has the fastest first sector, but I think he's gonna be the first guy to put a good one. Don't forget to put it back on. MFD, you can turn it off. There we go. Well, alright, Melon. He is. Well, we've got a lot of Robin guys in the chat, so I might have to look over to Robin right now, as he is in a fast lap. Already 40 seconds into this lap, and he just came across the first sector. Might not be a good one for the Alpine driver, although he's taking these corners quite nicely if you think about it, just taking the edge of the curve there. Going into sector 2, he is using a lot of ERS and DRS, well, which is quite obvious, because I mean, you need to use all your ERS in an actual lap. But I think he might come a little bit short. 30%. You still have that long straight, also this straight. 129.7 for Maxi right now, so the guys are really pushing here in the beginning of this race, well, qualifying 3 already. We might be seeing, can you give me some tourist tips for Belgium? Ooh, tourist tips for Belgium? I can't, Belgium is a shit country, don't come to Belgium. Well, I think you should ask Niall, because he liked Belgium. I didn't. Tourist tips, well, tourist tips, don't go to Brussels, visit Ghent and Brugge, like, just come to Antwerp if you like to shop. I think that's about it. Go to Knokke if you like the Brussels party scene. I've never, no, when you're a student, you like to go to parties, you should go to Leuven. Leuven is a good one. Like it's students' parties, so. Antwerp is also a good couple of parties. Margrietmuseum. Margrietmuseum? I've never heard about that. Who actually goes to a museum anyways? Well, I don't. Well, I respect guys who goes to a museum. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, whenever I go to a museum, bro, the only thing that made me interested in museums was the museum in Passendaele. I think it's in Passendaele. It was about World War II or World War I, whatever it was there. I think it was World War II. Like, I'm a Belgian, I don't even know anything about World Wars. They just put it in my head and just come out again. Ear in, ear out, they say here. Oh, it's René Margriet, right? Oh, I know him. I need to learn about him in Estetica. Yes, sir. Doesn't he have like a lot of colors and like squares and all? Yeah. Wasn't he also the guy from the suit? Or was that another guy? Oh no, that was the Liechtensteiner guy, wasn't he? The suit? I don't know actually, it doesn't really matter. Talking about Aesthetica. Aesthetics. Or whatever the name is in English. We're looking at Issue right now. And trying to put a good lap on the board. He has to be... I mean, he has to get into the top 5 at least, which he doesn't. But I mean, a 131.4, I think he's having a good shot to get P6 today. Maybe his teammate can do a little bit better, as he's currently in Sector 2. Oh, Andy Warhol, that's what's up. Hype. No, don't. Do you like art? I never had a real bomb with art. Like, nah. What is your opinion on those new NFTs things? Like, it's the digital art, right? What are your opinions about that? Art coming around the last corner. He has a good exit, but he was struggling a little bit coming into Sector 3. So he's coming in as he's going to put on some new rubber, try to put a good lap on the board. I don't really think he can replace True Art. You know, I might agree with you, but like later on, whenever we're on 2200 or something, I think it can. I think it's in a stage right now where it's getting a little bit boring, but I think it's also going to develop a little bit more. People are going to be finding some new stuff, linking it to other stuff. Whenever the big companies are going to get into it, like for example Nike with a shoe or something, I think that's going to become big. You know, you had that little Raja, what's his name in English? Raja. Fuck me, I forgot. Trend, let's say trend, right? You had that trend of the boring apes things, right? I mean, that was alright. That was pretty cool. And there was a whole hype of people buying $1 million pictures on the internet, actually. But the benefits that come with it are great. Like, you can show someone you've got an NFT and they're like, oh yeah, you're that guy. You've got the benefits of coming to the boat parties and all that stuff, which is quite cool, you know. Stephen Curry had one. Welcome, Black Bala. Welcome. Black Bala, I remember you from King of Leagues, don't I? I think you followed me already. Huh, pretty interesting. You unfollowed me. I'm going to ban you from my chat. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. People make mistakes, and I give people permission to make those mistakes, but they need to make it right, which you are doing right now. And I mean, you know, talking about Star Wars again, I mean, we had a little bit of a discussion earlier about Star Wars, right? Darth Vader actually, who did he kill again? Who did he kill again? Oh my days, didn't he kill that old bastard who was trying to kill everyone? What's his name again? Palpatine? Palpatine? What is his name? Palpatine? It is Palpatine, right? Palpatine. Or Palpatine. Whatever it is. Rios. Ooh, a 137.3. Yeah. He's got to do a little bit better here. I'm pretty sure he is. He had like a P3 position in Q2. So he might be up for a good lap here, but there are a lot of people on a good lap, so he might feel the pressure. Best tire strategy, we will come to that later on after this qualifying. It's only 1.5 minutes left. So I'm gonna be discussing that if you keep him on the car. Well, something you can do here in Saudi Arabia, Niall. Ooh. right, Jake. Well, I usually do this little introduction something at the beginning of the race, which goes through the strategy, but I will do a safety car prediction. I think there's going to be 2 or 3. I mean, maybe even 4, you know, Division 2. Not always the most experienced drivers, or like the guys who are trying to avoid incidents. Although, I mean, Division 1 also has a lot of incidents. I mean, not in the Phoenix Racing League, but like generally, because they're trying to battle for positions more. Usually the lower tier has a better thoughts on racing, like how to race, actually. Because the guys in Division 1 just want to get the fastest laps. Oh, more invalidates. So it's not going to be a better lap for more, but we might be able to see Rios. Oh, Rios, as he was improving by 4/10, so not too much, but he's slowing down a little bit. Saving some ERS. He's going to go right now. Safety car prediction, 3 or 4. I'm going with 3, actually. It's still going to be a long race. We're already one. Yeah, D1 is mostly terrible indeed. Ego. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say ego is the problem, but like, I think they're a little bit pushing too much and doing things that they think they can, but it's everywhere. Like, it's in every league. I wouldn't say Phoenix. I can't quite remember Phoenix, actually. 2.5 seconds already for Rios, so he's definitely up for a good lap here. Phoenix is fucking amazing. Like, which race did we have last week? I think it was Australia, right? It was fucking amazing. Some good battles, some clean battles. Sometimes we had a little bit of an incident, but it doesn't really matter too much. And I mean, we saw Zandvoort last week from the Division 2. If I remember right, we didn't see a lot of incidents. I think there were like 3 or 4 reports, which is, considering there were 16 people or something, not too much. Rios now coming around the last corner. Is he gonna be the one to try and compete with Maxi here? Down the main straight, the Alfa Romeo driver goes. It is gonna be a P8. 5.8 seconds improvement. This is interesting. I thought he was pretty fast. Last week he was fucking flying. More in P6, a 130.9, so that means your whole driver is going to be Maxi. So Maxi, wait, who was my top 3 again? I think it was Maxi P1. Who was in P2? Monty? No, it wasn't Monty. It was Rios. Oh, Rios was in P1. Oh no, Rios, what are you doing with me? You're starting in P9. And then Marks, oh my days, he's starting in... Oh, he ran out of oil. Well, fuel, it's called, but don't worry. Oh no, that is so disappointing. He was definitely going to get into the top 3. Ah, man. But that makes the actual standings and the championship fight a little bit interesting. Because, I mean, you've already got 31 points on the board, so don't worry about that. So yeah, this is going to be your results of qualifying 3. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the strategy real quick. Something very important. Here we go. The lap before I had the track limit. Yeah, we saw that on stream. Pretty disappointing. You were having a fast lap though. But you know, you've got to keep it consistent, otherwise you're not getting those laps on the board. So this is going to be the strategy chart. Made a little bit of a... Well, I do this every week, so the guys who are new. This is going to be your strategy prediction. Tire degradation rate quite high, you know. A lot of fast corners, especially in Sector 2. And that's really putting a lot of pressure on your tires, so that's going to be causing a lot of degradation. And the same with overheating, actually. If you've got those high-speed corners, you're going to be struggling with your heat of the tire, of course. Medium, hard, mediums. Good work. I think I needed to put the mediums a little bit shorter. Well, either, whatever you want to call it. And then medium, hard, soft could only work if there's a late safety car. Hard, soft if you think there's only going to be one safety car at the end of the race. Because if there would be two, you would better be going for a medium hard soft or hard medium soft, you know? That would be working out better because you've got the fastest tires a little bit there. I don't know how to explain. And also, I mean, when you are on the hard soft strategy, if there's like a safety car around lap 15 and then one again on lap 20, you won't have enough time from lap 20 to lap from lap 15 to lap 20 to be able to create a gap for you to be able to come into the pits. The guys might stay on their mediums just to get track position there. Yeah, Monty was disqualified though. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. I heard the guys want to have the telemetry on, so we can most definitely get that in screen. These guys are going to be warming up their tires, and we want to have a quick look tire-wise what the strategies are. Maxi is going for a different strategy than the other guys in the top 6, actually top 7. Because Monty is on softs. He won't be able to heat those soft tires, unfortunately. And we've got Andy and Rios both on hard tires, mediums all the way from P10 until P18. Then we have Chartman choosing another option, starting on the hard tires. So we are going to be seeing a lot of people thinking there's going to be an early safety car. Because if you don't think there's going to be an early safety car, I would start on the hards just to compensate with the high overheating probability. And you know, starting on the hards, your car is very heavy, even if you start on the mediums. It's as heavy as starting on the hards. But your car is very heavy, you've got a little bit more degradation, all that stuff. Your car is going to be heavier throughout the corners, which is going to put more pressure on your tires, which is going to make it overheating a little bit easier. So the hards are more difficult to heat up, if that makes sense. So I mean, it's a good shot starting on the hards. It's a good shot. It's a good shot. As guys are going to be putting themselves on the grid. And I'm not too sure if anyone is in the chat real quick. But make sure to drop your top 3 predictions, as that's something I usually do at the beginning of the race too. But I didn't ask for it at the beginning of the race because I didn't know if there were a lot of people. But right now I don't even know if there are a lot of people either. But it seemed like it in the qualifying. Doesn't seem like anyone is right now, as nobody is chatting. Doesn't matter too much. I'm just having a little drink. Enjoy water. Go for water, not for any other substances. Thomas, you should be driving, not texting. I only want the guys who are not driving to chat, as we've got 5 red lights. And away we go for Season 7, Round 2 of the Phoenix Racing League. It seems like it's a little bit struggling there into Turn 1. You're going 3 wide. And it seems like Maxi didn't lose a position to the Alpine driver. The Alpine driver having a little bit struggle to keep his car clean, because he had a little bit of an incident there with the Red Bull driver into Turn 1. Actually, it was Turn 2, as it seems like Moore has gotten the most position out of it. No, we're already having a retirement, and that's going to be Andy Loyal. Safety car situation, as I'm not too sure if it's going to be a full safety car or a virtual. It's going to be a full safety car. It's going to be a full safety car already. Yeah. Well, I might be going for a little bit of a different strategy than going from 3 drivers, 3 safety cars. I'm going for 5 safety cars. A Belgian that doesn't like beer, yes indeed. Oh, it is the safety car song, guys. I mean, I'm only going to do it once, so you can choose whenever I'm going to be singing the safety car song. And it's probably not going to be the same than I had it last week, because I can't quite remember how it goes. Brewdog, Waza, and Maxi. So Brewdog, where's Brewdog? Brewdog is all the way in 18, so it was a good shot, but I don't think he's going to be capable of coming back. 17 positions. Waza in P1 right now, so that might be a good shot. And then we have Maxi in P2, so that's going to be a good shot too. 2 out of 3 is not too bad. It's not too bad. The Red Bull driver bumped into the Alpine. It was probably going to be Brewdog. Yes, indeed. So Brewdog had a little bit of an issue with Robin there into turn 2. And there's a lot of guys coming into the pits. Are they actually? I saw an Alfa Romeo coming into the pits. No, it was a Ferrari. It's going to be Ishii. Might have a little bit of front wing damage. Black Bala, yes indeed I am. Yes indeed I am. But I wasn't able to... Oh, the Talk retired from the session. What happened? What? Wait. Talk? You crashed under safety car. What the... Oh man. Yeah, Talk crashed under safety car. That was quite interesting. But... I have no idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, I am in FRL, but unfortunately I'm not able to stream on my own channel anymore in FRL, so I have to do it on their channel. It is what it is. Thomas, what happened? That was wheel spin. Come on, buddy. It's a safety car situation. And the safety car situation means it is gonna be the safety car song. Here we go. For everyone who doesn't like singing, just put your volume on, or well, off for like one minute. But Phoebe Thomas, your maestro, your singer. Here we go. Wait, how does that intro go again from SpongeBob? I can't quite remember, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Everyone is going in a straight line, but of course not in the corners, cause you need to make the corners work. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, it's aye Captain. Yeah, right. Oh no, yeah, then the guy says, oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Well, actually, I need to make one of myself and then like say, let everyone just put it in the chat. That would be fucking funny. Oh my days, I'm gonna be. Wait, hold up. Wait, oh shit, I need to think about that. I need to be a little bit creative there. Oh, who lives in the... Wait, oh fuck, I'm gonna be struggling with this. But yeah, guys, I mean, it is a safety car in lap 1, so what am I about to talk about the race? I mean, it is what it is. Oh, who lives in a house in Belgium? And then you guys have to wait. Wait, come on, this is not funny. This is not funny. Oh, getting the clip ready. There we go. would be fucking funny. And then everyone has to put in the chat, Phoebe Thomas, who lives in a house. What? Oh, fuck me. These are some tongue twisters, guys. I can't deal with this. Let's focus on the race real quick. Alright. Oh, who goes right the corners with, like, Michael Messi? Oh, why am I actually doing this? I'm making fucking fun of myself. Oh, guys, this was what I needed. This was what I needed. Oh, fucking amazing. Dusky, you tried it all out. All right. Oh, who goes right the corners like Michael Messi, Phoebe Thomas. He lost Phoenix Racing League, Phoebe Thomas. As the safety car is probably coming in right now. Guys, I bet you've never heard a fucking commentator like me. Never.
No, definitely
yes,
not.
Phoebe Thomas.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field
Fucking funny.
accelerates, remember
Alright.
there's no overtaking until
Guys,
the
if you
timing
like
line.
this sort of
Safety
stuff,
car
make
in
sure to
this lap.
follow the channel. Oh, just fucking amazing, guys. Alright. I'm saying too much fucking today. Like, Oh, the Ferrari driver, ooh, going side by side with the Williams driver as he leaves a little bit of space there to the Red Bull driver. As the guy, this is a little bit dangerous, like leaving a little bit of space, and then this is going to cause incidents. Like a lot of people are going side by side with each other, as we are seeing Schlenke making a move on Landscape. Now coming into turn 1, is the Ferrari driver going to make a move down the inside? It doesn't seem like it, but Robin makes a move down the inside of the Ferrari driver, and that is going to be moved on, although Robin had a little bit of a snap there. Now Monty in P5, he is on those soft tires, he needs to make it work. Rios getting overtaken from behind. Agman in P8, and we've got Aron in P9. Define in P10, not too bad of a race himself, as we were seeing the guys who have lost a lot of positions call back up a couple of positions in P7 and P9, well P12 and P13, but they lost 7 and 8 positions. Ishii now got overtaken by Landscape, or did he make a move on Schlenke? I'm not too sure, but let's go straight back to the front as we've got more trying to make a move on the Alpine driver Robin. It is going to be a hard challenge through these corners though, and that's not going to be a shot there. The real Marks having a good run on Monty. I mean, running those soft tires, he needs to close down that gap a little bit more, because I mean, Marks is up for a good run here. He didn't have a good qualifying. He gained 6 positions though, so which, I mean, not too bad of the Aston Martin driver himself, as I put him in my top 3 actually, which is quite an interesting strategist. We've got Chartman pretty close to Brewdog. Also Brewdog trying to have a good run on the Mercedes driver Define here. Define who's trying to keep up with Aaron, as he lost about 1 second already coming into lap 5. Waza with his medium tires just set the fastest lap. Brewdog having a good run. He's not going to have DRS yet, as the safety car just came in last lap. Good run here, switch back. Is he going to make it work? It seems like it. Coming into turn 3, he's going to win that position. Brewdog is up for a good challenge. Define seemed like he was just going to give that position away for free, as he's got Chartman right behind him. These guys know each other for a long time already, and they've been battling each other already for a long time. So we're going to be seeing some good battles, although Chartman getting chased from behind by the Aston Martin driver. Define going a little bit too deep there. Chartman got caught off guard, and now the Aston Martin driver makes the move on 2 drivers here. He makes one on Define. What was happening there? Landscape just went into the wall, and that was gonna be Define. No, Landscape didn't go into the wall, but Landscape just turned into Define, as Define went into the wall. He's in P15 with a broken front wing, and we saw Aaron just made a move on Agman. Agman is gonna have a good run coming into the last sector though. The real Marks now with a good move on Monty. So this is not something we would have expected, as Monty is running those soft tires. Rios is up for a good comeback race, as he didn't have a good qualifying. He is on the hard tires. He has a good run down the main straight. Fastest laps for everyone, as Robin will probably have the fastest lap right now. And that is going to be Monty trying to make a move down the inside. It's not going to be working there. So these are some close battles on the Jeddah Corner circuit, as the Alfa Romeo guys are trying to make their way up the grid. Coming into sector 2 in a couple of corners. Robin already with a 3-second time penalty. It seems like these guys are struggling a little bit through these ass sections here in Saudi Arabia, as Rios already made a gap of 1.3 seconds to Monty. Now Aaron making a move down the inside of Monty. He's gonna make it stick though, and I'm not too sure if that's gonna be moved on, as the Red Bull driver comes in fast. Are they going 3 wide? It seems like it. It seems like it. Aaron is gonna come out first, then it's gonna be Monty trying to defend the position from the Red Bull driver. He gains the position though. He's also having the DRS, which Aaron is definitely not gonna be having. Agman now also won a position to Monty, and Monty just in a couple of corners lost 3 positions. He might be struggling out there, as he's getting chased from behind too, so it might be those soft tires for some reason, which is not always a great option in the Jeddah Corner circuit, and it seems like it's getting proven once again Moore who is having a battle, but we're gonna have a quick look at Landscape as he's making a way around the outside of Monty, and it seems like he has a lot of straight line speed on this track, so that is going to be moved on for Landscape going back to the front. Moore is pretty close to Robin. Both drivers have a penalty which might get removed or might not get removed, but it all depends on the stewards, of course, and if they are going to be reporting that incident. Well, that with that penalty, of course. Chartman with having a good run on Monty here. Monty, the Dutch driver, struggling a little bit on this track, but Chartman doesn't seem like it as he already gained 7 positions. So did the real Marks, who's 2 tenths behind Moore. On the medium tires, I'm gonna have a quick look tire-wise. Maxi, who is still keeping up with Waza, pretty clean, pretty good, pretty alright. And I mean, taking that in consideration, I think Maxi has a little bit more pace than all the other guys. Also, Rio's pretty close to the real Marks, as he cut up quite nicely. He already created a gap of 3 seconds to Brewdog there. Radha Moore trying to set up a move on Robin. Oh, this was some moving under straight line speed, well, so under the straights, which I think Moore might have gotten a little bit of damage from. Now down the main straight, we're going to be seeing what Robin is going to be doing on the main straight. He's going to move. I think that was a little bit too late too. But Moore now has made the move on Robin, and let's have a quick look what's happening here. Is Brewdog going to get that position on Aaron? It does seem like it. He's going to be making his way up the field, trying to get those positions up. AJ the diver now has made the move on Monty. Those soft tires of Monty didn't last too long. I'm getting Saudi flashbacks. Oh, Waza, 3-second time penalty. That is a big penalty. And we've got Robin now trying to make a move down the inside into turn 7, I think this is. Or turn 9 might it be too. Having a little bit of a snap there. And that was going to be the Ferrari driver getting that position back. And I wonder, going to the long stretch, who is going to have the benefit out of this? Because both drivers are battling really heavily, but it's usually the guy who's defending the position is going to be having the fresher tires at the end of the stint. And a difficult corner. And that was really close. The Alpine driver going into the wall. He DNFs, retires from the session. Is this going to be a safety car? It doesn't seem like it. He is parked in a dangerous location though. Not even a yellow flag. Not even a virtual. That is fucking insane. If you think about it, Shanky. He's parked actually in a very nice location. So yeah, that car is already gone away. Alpine's fault probably, you can't overtake there, most definitely true. But I don't think they even had contact there, so don't worry about it. Aaron now trying to make a move down the inside into turn 1, which is not really a move he should have taken, as he now lost position to Brewdog. He could have just waited until the next lap or something. I mean, he's in the same position as he touched the wall a little bit there, so he's going to be losing a position to Landscape King. Once again, another front wing damage there. I'm not too sure who that was. I think it was from Landscape. Touched the wall a little bit there on the outside. Doesn't seem like it. No, who had wing damage there? Not too sure. Maxi caught up to Waza too. Only 8 tenths between the two, which is not too bad. Eggman, the Haas driver, trying to gain a couple of positions. He didn't go for the soft medium strategy today, which is a good decision in my opinion. Maybe Monty was trying to do that, but I mean the soft hard could work too. It depends on if there's going to be an early safety car or not, which there wasn't. Moore DNF'd. We're seeing him on track there. We might be seeing a safety car. Why are the safety cars actually not coming out when someone crashes in sector 3? That is quite interesting. Huh. Alright, I guess. No, don't worry. So he crashed just being unlucky. Not too sure. He tried to make a move into sector 2, maybe sector 3. at the first few corners, and then he kind of lost traction and just slid into the wall. But we are looking at Maxi right now. Oh, settings are on reduced. Oh, makes sense. Appreciate it. Maxi, having a good run. Having a good run. Is he going to be making a move? It seems like Waza has good straight line speed though, as Maxi is not going to be able to make the move here. Even on his hard tires, he's going to keep up with the Red Bull driver. Another DNF, as that is going to be Aaron crashing out, and now it's going to be a safety car. So that is going to be the second of today, and maybe my fourth safety car prediction is coming through. You never know.
Got that confirmed.
You never know. So everyone is going to get a little bit closer under safety car to each other. And I wonder if the medium tire winners are going to come into the pits to choose hard tires. I do think so. But would the hard tire winners go into the pits for a medium? No, I already sung the safety car song, so I'm not going to do it twice.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap.
In a stream, because I mean, safety car song? Alright, if I get 4 safety car song yeses, so you need to put SC yes, I'm gonna sing the safety car song. Yeah, I mean, Aaron, it's a fucking broken game. It's a broken game, and like everyone crashes out here, and it's slippery, and
okay, slow down.
it needs to be something special, right? Like if you want to hear the safety car song, just go back to the first safety car. Yes. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking too. It needs to be, how do you say that? Unique, right? It needs to be unique. But this gives me another chance to talk about crap. Not about crepes, because crepes are pancakes and I think it's French, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it English? No, I am so stupid. I'm so stupid. Alright. We have a lot of people coming into the pits. Oh no, he's going for a medium strategy again. New sofas coming in soon in June. That was a fucking tongue twister right there. What, are your sofas broken? And Transic, you can also always send them to me. Your broken sofas, of course, not your new ones. Well, actually I don't, because I don't know what you're doing on the sofas. You know? Strategy wise, we are looking at one driver who hasn't come into the pits yet, and that's going to be Maxi. So you either are going to be extending your hard tires until the end of the race now to go for soft tires, because I don't think you're going to be gaining a lot of positions when you're not going to be coming into the pits. So you've got to hope for that late safety car to go into the pits for soft tires. So let's say he's going to be pitting around lap 15. He's going to be losing so much positions, and he's not going to be able to get back to the front. And even if there's going to be a safety car out there when he has come into the pits, like let's say around lap 20, everyone is going to come into the pits for soft tires, and he's even going to be in a worse position then, because he will have to come into the pits too. Everyone will have the same tires as he is, or he can stay out, just stay on his old mediums, and then, I mean, that's even going to be more broke. Alright guys, I will be right back, as I need to take a little bit of a break, but I'm going to be here back in like 1 minute, so I will be right back. Alright, cheers. What are you saying, Intransic? Can you do a stream walking around my house on F1? I have some cool wallpaper and sofas. Oh, you mean the F1 game? Alright guys, especially for the Dutch guys in the chat, you know. Do you guys know that meme of like, ik wil kaas, ik ben ook een klant. And then of course the only little bit of a, what's it called? It's a commercial. Beemster kaas, lekker, echt lekker. Is there anything else that's like very iconic in Belgium and the Netherlands? I'm not too sure. Let me know if you guys do the Matrassenkoning. Waffles. No, commercial-wise, we don't put advertisements on waffles. Well, actually, we do. Lotus does. All right, I need to take this break because otherwise I'm not going to be in time. Be right back. And in the meanwhile, I'll think of a good little bit of a commercial.
Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. To your teammate ahead is 2.4 seconds. Green flag.
That's it. Sorry guys, well, I didn't know the safety car was coming in already, and I am too slow. So, alright, we're racing underway again. Apologies. I needed to go to the toilet, so yeah, I mean, if you need to go, you need to go. Shardman pretty close to Agman here, only 3/10. He is on those fresh mediums. He has taken a different strategy than everyone else. He has taken the same strategy than Rios, and then nobody else actually. I mean, there's already 5 people crashing out here. We're halfway through the race. I'm not gonna be doing that. I know it's not. I know it's not Shimon Cause. Alright, Shardman, 2/10, 3/10 behind Agman. Is he going to be able to make that move in lap 13 still, or does he have to wait until lap 14? I think he's going to have a good shot down the main straight here. He won't have the DRS yet, as the guys won't be able to use DRS yet, as the safety car just came into the pits. We're looking at Divine making a move on Ishii. That's going to be moved on for the Mercedes driver. Ishii was going to make a loop down the inside, but it doesn't seem like he was going to be capable of doing so. AJ the driver has made a move on his teammate. The guys are just going to give each other a tow. Although AJ the driver, Rios making the move on Waza into turn 1, and he's going to be taking P2. Already a 2-second gap created to Maxi. Waza is pretty close to Brewdog, and also the Real Marks is battling for that top 3 position. The Red Bull driver going a little bit too deep into that corner there, as he will have a better exit coming through this corner, hopefully, as he isn't. And the Aston Martin driver has a good run, gives a little bit of a bump on the rear end, and that was going to be, well, an interesting defensive mode from Brewdog, just slowing down a little bit, and the Real Mark's not being capable of making that move, unfortunately, as he is sliding through the track here, so I'm not too sure if he is struggling with tire overheating. Talking about the Aston Martin driver here, as he's getting chased by his teammate Landscape King. AJ the diver, 3-second time penalty, and that might come into play later on during this race, as it seems like Schlanke is going to be capable of making a move on Divine. Now side by side through these S's, quite dangerous. Divine, he has been caught up earlier in an incident. Now it goes a little bit too deep into this corner, and he's going to be losing the toe of the Alpine driver right there, going back to the front. We're looking at a 1:10 difference from the Real Marks to Brewdog. Brewdog takes the defensive line coming into the last corner of the circuit. He's going to have a good run on his teammate here, hopefully, as the drivers will not have the DRS yet. Maxi with the fastest lap of 1:33.5. DRS is enabled again, so we might be able to see a couple of moves in Sector 3. Brewdog on his teammate. There's a little bit of a group forming from P2 all the way until P4, as Agman is trailing by 1.2 seconds on P6.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
We're looking at Brewdog here, still trying to chase down his teammate, who seems to be struggling through these S's, but usually he gains that time back down the main straight. Welcome Shuki. We are looking at a beautiful move from Brewdog right now. Oh, down the inside of his teammate. Is he going to let him go through? The guys don't have to battle with each other too much, as that will lose their toe to Rios here, who is already gaining a gap of 1.3 seconds. So these Red Bull drivers battling with each other is most definitely not a good idea. But I think it's mainly Waza's fault, because he's holding back Brewdog. The real marks 3 or 4 tenths behind Brewdog. And it's intense. It's intense. Waza now letting his teammate go through. Although, I mean, he's having DRS. He's letting him go through. A little bit of chaos by the Red Bull drivers, as both of them are going to be losing a position to the real marks right now. The real marks touching a little bit of the wall there. And now Waza is going to try and make that move again on his teammate. These guys are just not teammates. They're just rivals of each other right now. Waza down the inside in the last corner of the circuit. Oh my days, this is some chaos racing and my fucking voice is going away. Lagsy coming into the pits. Robin left the session. Oh yeah, he already did DNF, don't worry about that. Oh, the real marks getting pushed wide a little bit there, as he might be losing a position to Waza here, although it seems like they've settled their positions. Brewdog ran away with a P2, the real marks with a P3. And then we've got Waza, who has to be happy with a P4. As I said already, he seems to be struggling throughout these S's here in Sector 1. And then also Landscape King in P5. I mean, he hasn't battled too much. I mean, I think he battled a little bit with the real marks, but not like the Red Bull drivers did. Maxi with a 3-second time penalty. He's all the way in P13, so I don't think his strategy from going on to the medium tires this late was a good idea. I think he should have stayed out just a bit later on during the race for soft tires, as we were seeing Landscape now touching the wall a little bit there. Might have gotten a little bit of wall wing damage. Chardman, he has the DRS down the main straight. Waza is going slow. This is not a good challenge to make a move. DRS once again for Chardman. And Landscape King might be able to make a move on Waza. Waza just has that DRS. He goes around the outside. Waza pushes Landscape King into the wall. And that is going to be move done for Waza. Although Landscape King did lose 3 positions due to that. Got overtaken by Eggman too. The real marks now makes a move down the inside of Brewdog, who is coming into the pits. It seems like Waza is, and I think that's maybe a little bit his own fault there, as Eggman just takes P5. Landscape King will have to be happy with a P6 after everything he has been going through. He could have lost a lot of positions, but he didn't too much. I mean, I think he lost about 2. Slanky in P11 with a 3-second time penalty, so he might be a little bit frustrated. AJ the Diver having a heated battle with Landscape King coming through Sector 1. He's just gonna let him go through, and that's once again another position lost for Landscape King. Only 1/10 from Monty to Landscape King. Is it once again gonna be a move from the AlphaTauri driver on the Aston Martin driver? And that is going to be moved on for Monty. It seems like Landscape King is a little bit of a... I mean, he is in a cycle, you know. He's just in the losing cycle at the moment, just losing a lot of positions. I think he came all the way from P5 or P4 even. And yeah, all the way to P8 right now. Might lose a position to Ishii too. And I think he might have lost a little bit of his front wing there, because he's not taking these corners how he should take them. And like the guys behind him are a little bit faster throughout the corners, so... I'm not too sure if you're sarcastic, Swanee, but like these guys are keeping it pretty clean. Sometimes it's a bit difficult throughout the corners, but it seems like they're not struggling too much. Chardman with the fastest lap right now, 132.6. He's gonna make it look down the inside, but he wasn't close enough. Might have a good run coming through turn 2. Does he have a better exit? It doesn't seem like it. And now it's only gonna be a 3-way battle for P2, which we had a 6-way battle earlier. Everyone seems to be on fairly fresh tires. Still 7 more laps to go after this one. And I wonder who's going to be taking this race win. Is it once again going to be Rios, who qualified in P8, I think, if if I'm not wrong. He qualified in P9 actually, so he took a brave decision. Yeah, it is mostly cleaner. I agree with you. He is on 7 lap old mediums, so still 7 more laps to go on these medium tires. Will he be able to make it until the end? And now we are looking at Chartman going around the outside of Brewdog. It's gonna be difficult though. Brewdog
Nice overtake.
gives the position to Chartman. He's trying to have a good run throughout the corner here, but Chartman takes that position. Brewdog, who's gonna have DRS. Maxi, who seems to have made the move on Ishii. He is on fresh mediums though. Brewdog will have to wait until the main straight, because that's when he is going to have a little bit of a longer DRS zone. Chartman does have a good exit coming out of that corner right now, and I don't think Brewdog is going to be capable of making a move, although maybe down the inside. Chartman is going to defend the inside. He's going to outbrake the Red Bull driver too, so that is not going to be a move for Brewdog. He'll have to wait a couple of more corners, because we saw Chartman struggle in Sector 2, coming into Sector 3 with that little fast left-right-hander. Monty, who has made a move on his teammate, I think he just let him go through, just giving him that position, because the points off AJ the Diver don't count for the team here, neither for himself, so. Seems like Brewdog lost a little bit off the toe of Chartman right there, and 8/10. Chartman is closing the gap to Marks right now. Almost 1 second, and he's gonna have the DRS coming into Sector 3 or Sector 2. I don't remember where they have DRS. I think it's here, right? It is indeed gonna be here. He's gonna have a little bit of DRS, not for a long time, because this straight is not too long, but it seems like he has a lot of straight line speed, and he has caught up 3/10 to the Aston Martin driver, and we might be able to see some good moves from Chartman pretty soon, as it's going to be Maxi trying to close the gap to AJ the Diver, who's trying to defend the inside line here, but Maxi is going to have the DRS and the ERS. He's not going to use any though, but it seems like he has made that move work on AJ the Diver. AJ the Diver will not be able to benefit from the DRS again. We might have to switch over to Chartman. He's not going to be close enough there to make a move into turn 1. AJ the Diver, is he going to have a good run? It doesn't seem like it. All of these guys coming out of the last corner don't really have a good run, and I'm not too sure what's up with that, as AJ the Diver just got a little bit of the corner, but I don't think he gained a lot of time. He might have gotten a little bit of a warning, but I do think he can get that removed. Brewdog seems to have caught up to Chartman again. He dropped out of that 1 second for a little bit. He caught back up. Maxi was pretty close to Monty. He's going to try and make a move down the inside. It's not going to be worth it, I'm afraid, as it's going to be a 3-way battle for P5 at the moment, as Agman is leading this pack by only 1/10, and I wonder who is the first driver to make a move on one another. I think it's going to be Maxi. He has that penalty to work with. Monty was letting him go through. DRS detection point crossed. Maxi will not have a good run. Well, he will have a good run. He will have a good run, but he has to slow down a little bit there, because the Haas driver just slammed the brakes a little bit. Slowed down coming out of that corner just to not hit the wall. Maxi was slowing down a little bit just so the Haas driver won't have the DRS. Good run right now. Once again, a little bit of a questionable approach from the Haas driver, but nothing too serious, as he comes into the pits with probably some fresh tires. I'm not too sure what tires he would be going on. I think it would have been softs, but pretty interesting strategy, because you're going to be losing so many points. Brewdog, P4, 6/10 behind Chartman. Oh, Agman just losing so much positions. What is the strategy? Like, I've seen it a couple of times from a lot of guys already the past couple of weeks. And for some reason I don't get it. Like, coming into the pits when you're scoring a lot of good points just to set the fastest lap, like, where does this strategy come from? And the Haas team won't score a lot of points on the board today, as they only have one driver in the lobby. Brewdog was trying to close the gap to Chartman. He's trailing by 1 second once again, just within the second, so he will have the DRS. Coming down the main straight. It is going to be Chartman having the DRS on the real marks, but once again doesn't have a good run coming out of that last corner. And definitely won't have the straight line speed here. Although, no, he's not. It looked like it for a second, but then he just slammed the brakes again. And the real marks defending his position pretty well right now. This guy has been in a little bit of an incognito race right now. We haven't seen too many battles from him, as he's currently in P11 trying to make a move down the inside of Schlenke. And it seems like that's going to be moved on. The Aston Martin driver trying to benefit out of that battle. It's going to be a three-way battle. Oh, has to watch out. There's an Alpine around the outside. But he's backed out of the... Oh! Aska went a little bit too slow through that corner, and Schlenke just had to go a little bit into the wall. I think he touched the wall a little bit. But yeah, I mean, those guys have backed out of the move. Schlenke will have a lot of ground to make up to Aska, but he's still going to score a lot of good points, as two drivers will be deleted from the grid, as that is going to be Chartman and AJ the diver, if I'm not mistaken. Chartman and the real marks. Chartman now has made the move before the long straight was there, and it's going to be the real marks with a good run coming into turn 1, but I don't think he's going to be capable of making that move. At Chartman outbreaks the Aston Martin driver, now has a good run coming out of turn 2. Chartman, I'm not too sure. Cockpit vision, but I don't see the protection halo. Not too sure what you mean with the protection halo, but
you're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
I'm not too sure what you mean, buddy. Apologies. The real marks having a good run on Chartman. Seems like Eggman has made a move on Schlenke on his soft tires. So Schlenke, I mean, don't give up the hope, you know. The pace is not there yet, but you might be able to do so going into the season, you know. It's in settings somewhere? Oh, apparently it's in the settings somewhere. I have no idea what he means, but Dutski can definitely help you out, as we might be able to see my top 3 come through. My P1 was Rios, my P2 was... who was my P2 again?
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Who was my P2? I think it was Maxi, right? And then we had Marks in P3. As it is going to be Marks with a good run on Chartman. Oh, down the inside here into turn 1. And Chartman tries to outbrake the Aston Martin driver, and it seems like he succeeds to do so. 3-second time penalty for the Aston Martin driver, and that is going to be a big penalty, as he probably will lose a position to Brewdog. Oh, the middle halo thing. All right. I don't know how to delete that. This guy's keeping up with Eggman there. I think I've lost, I missed that overtake from the Haas driver, but we might be able to look back at it, as he's gonna have a good run in turn 1, and that's already a 1-second gap created. So I think the main moves we are gonna be seeing here today, these last couple of 2 laps, is gonna come from Brewdog, the real marks, and Chartman. Brewdog already knows he's gonna have a P2 on the board today, because Marks has that 3-second time penalty. Chartman is not going to score any points, as he's not going to be in the standings. Well, at the end of the standings. I mean, he's gonna be in these standings, but he's not gonna be in the actual standings and like race results. Because he's a Div 1 driver, and he said from the beginning he's not gonna be scoring any points anyways. Now Brewdog, a good run on the real marks. Maybe a good run on Chartman too. Around the outside, he's gonna make it. Chartman outbrakes the Red Bull driver, as there's probably an Aston Martin down the inside of Brewdog there. The real marks loses a little bit of tire, well, is it a tire spin there? I mean, whatever it's called. That is gonna be possibly a position loss to Maxi too, as Maxi is coming up hot. He was in P1 for a long time during this race, as he was on the hard tires, decided to not come into the pits when the safety car was there. And now Maxi 3/10 between himself and the real marks. There's also 4/10 to Chartman. Brewdog, who's trying to make the gap non-existent. Maxi with a good run coming out of that corner. Is he going to be making the move? It seems like it. He's going to have the DRS. Side by side into Sector 3. And that is going to be moved on for Brewdog. So I think that is going to be the last move of the race. Maybe the real marks will have a good run on Maxi once again, as this is going to be the last lap already. Brewdog with a good run on Chartman now. Oh, the real marks. He will have to have a perfect exit coming out of this corner, which it doesn't seem like that is going to be happening. So your P1 is going to be Rios, your P2 is going to be Brewdog, and Chartman is going to capture your provisional P3, but of course he won't count in the actual standings. AJ the diver pretty close to Monty, but he's giving that position away, as also he is not going to score any points. Ishii in P8, Waza in P9. No idea what strategy I just did. It worked. Like, it kind of worked, because you got P3. Chartman's points are not going to be counting. 6/10 from Landscape King to Ishii. And we have Agman in P11, Aska in P12, Shankly in P13, and then we've got Define with, once again, a little bit of a disappointing race. But he might be able to do a little bit better next race. I'm not too sure what race it's going to be. I'm going to have a quick look. Calendar-wise, I think it's going to be a sprint, if I'm not mistaken. Melbourne, we're going to be having Australia next week. So we did see some good racing last week from the Division 1 in Australia. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to be not the case. Well, not going to be not the case, so I think that's going to be the case too in Division 2. My tires arrived at 73%. I thought that I was going to have a puncture, yeah. That was an interesting strategy for 15 laps on the medium tires around Saudi Arabia. That's some big ball action there. What was I about to say again? Oh yeah, right. So Maxi is going to score P3 due to Chartman not being able to score any points because he's a Div 1 driver. So going through the grid right now, we've got Rios in P1, Brewdog in P2, Maxi in P3, the real marks in P4, Monty in P5, we've got Waza in P6, Ishii in P7, Landscape King in P8, and then we've got Agman in P9, and Aska to capture your P10. Further, we've got Shankly. I'm just gonna call him Schlenky. It's the guy from Toy Story, I think. Or is that Schlinky? Oh, that's Schlinky probably. Slinky, yeah, it's Slinky. I'm just gonna call him Slinky. You know, Schlenky, I don't care about what you think. Divine, we've got him in P12, I think. Further, we've got Aaron, Moore, Robin, Talk, and Andy Loyal. All didn't finish the race. Pretty disappointing results from those guys, as they couldn't keep it clean on track. But congratulations to your race winner, Rios, as he took P1 again, like last week. Thank you very much, Niall. Appreciate you being here. And I thank everyone for watching. This was going to be your round 2 of Season 7 here of the Phoenix Racing League. We had a Division 2 race today. On Wednesday, it's going to be the Division 1. I think it's going to be around China, isn't it? I'm going to have a quick look.
No.
Element-wise, Spa-Francorchamps. Spa-Francorchamps, that is going to be a great race. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you on about
That is going to be a great race.
Division
So,
1?
guys, I thank you very much for watching. It was a great race. A lot of incidents, actually, if you think about it. But I mean, incidents are there to be made, right? So, yeah, once again, thank you very much. I will catch you guys on Wednesday, probably. This was VB Thomas as your commentator.
Division 1 as well.
Peace out.
Belgium. You can join me. Not many people actually join me live. You can join me 1 o'clock in the morning, where I race around USA, the Circuit of the Americas, Cotter. So join us then, 1 o'clock in the morning, competing with Continental American Racing.